Hello, and congratulations on making it through another semester. Today, I will compare the works of 3 separate artists within and without the continent of Africa. First, Mary Sibande, with her works The Genesis of the Non-Winged Ceiling Building 2018 from South Africa, is a video of fabric sculptures projected onto the side of a building within a highly dense city. The following is Isaiah Wakoli's My Mother's Daughter, 2017, the UK. This is a digital collage posted onto Instagram. Last is the work of Pejua Latisse, Flying Girls from Nigeria. The 3 all represent connections people have with liminal spaces, shared spaces, and critique contracts of society in favor of connections to nature. Liminal spaces can be defined in a number of ways. It is an adjective. 1. Relating to a transitional or initial stage of a process. 2. Occupying a position at or on both sides of a boundary or threshold. There is a process one experiences moving from one place to the next, be it from within the indoors to out, one continent to another, or from one mindset to a totally new one, a rejection of the old and an embrace into the future, unbridled from previous notions. Mary Sibande's work is projected onto the side of a building, effectively cutting through the initial structure and creating a square space, a room open and exposed to the public. The video has been filmed at night, highlighting the illumination coming from the work. The video itself, within the film, seems to be of embryonic detritus shapes, falling at their own pace, floating almost within a void. This makes the building seem as though there has literally been a cut made through its structure for this world to be shown through and have its light illuminate the night. The creation of space and conquering of gravity, time, other dimensions, this work derails perceived notions of structure. The next work, Wakoli's My Mother's Daughter, is a digital collage. This gives Wakoli the freedom to combine different figures and images. When looking at the visual, one sees a mother and child, both of whose heads have been replaced by sunflowers. Sunflowers, a common motif, can be seen as a joyful flower and is known to be rich in nutrients, an excellent addition to soil. The 2 flowers seem to look like eyes, the irises of the sunflowers standing in for the irises of the figures, literally acting as mirrors into their souls. Behind the figures, in the background, is a window opening out into a city. This initially gives the appearance of a room indoors. However, when one considers elements such as frontal lighting on the 2 figures in the foreground, a lighting which highlights the curves and planes of their forms with what seems to be sunlight, once again, the notion of what is indoors and what is out is questioned. Furthermore, when one looks at the structures of the room, there are few corners or any other elements that would suggest the figures lay within a physical structure. Thus, through Wakoli's creation, the window is actually a view into the inside. The city is suggested to be within doors, the industrial society therein simply a construct, and the sun allows for the flowers to bloom from within inside figures. Lastly, Alatisse's Flying Girls rests within what seems to be a very stark contrast to the rest of the works. There are a group of girls waiting, gathered, some looking at each other, some at the ceiling above them. Their wings suggest they wish to take flight, the birds around them falling to the ground, showing the difficulty in doing so. They are in a highly constructed room. The windows and doors, exits and entrances, between the liminal and the non, are all barricaded off through the structures of others, confined simply to a person, one's wings impeded from their full potential they stand. That said, this work, when in juxtaposition to the 2 other works, allows for the clarity that a rejection of these environments, or refusal of societal constructs through metaphors of city industrialization, comes with an embrace of the soft form of the human along with our body's inherent connection to nature and environment. When one accepts this inherent connection, it simultaneously rejects other notions. One's dependent on societal standards and norms.